Hello everyone and welcome to another video with me, Umber Rays, a very tired Umber Rays, but actually Umber Rays who's in a good mood. That's rare, right? Anyway, let's just talk about it. Let's get right into it because it's past midnight for me. I'm doing this at the end of a very long day. And so if I do make any mistakes or things change from this video, I'll try and address it. I know I'm just trying to do my best. But anyway, tonight was the JP anniversary live stream. Now this was the information for a lot of what is going to come for the next little while of content, and I'm sure there's going to be some other stuff too. There's going to be stuff that we haven't seen and we haven't heard about yet leading into the month of December, so remember that before going forward. There's probably more stuff than you're seeing. And by the way, if that weird extra sound is in there, or there's a problem with the microphone, I do apologize. I'm still not sure where that's coming from. It'll eventually disappear. So anyway, the 1-year anniversary live stream was tonight, and of course the obvious news, the elephant in the room, let's just get this done and out of the way, is the fact that yes, Titus and Yuna and Oren will be coming to the game. Final Fantasy X is our next collaboration, and will last from November 14th to December 31st. That's quite a long period of time. But there was also a string of other news tonight, so I'm going to try and get through it all as best I can. And unfortunately, I was trying to save images, and just the fact that I don't have enough time this evening, and the fact that apparently Altima's changed all their video, or all their pictures to be different style. I just don't have time for it tonight. So forgive me, fair use gods. I'm just going to be taking a bit. And as you can see, my Google Translate is doing the real work here. So anyway, getting on with it, the 1-year anniversary live stream ended up being a lot less painful than a lot of other live streams. There's been quite a few live streams of late where a lot of it is, you know, a lot of drawn out stuff. And tonight there wasn't that drawn out stuff. Even the Leonis broadcast system, where they are trying to find a kind of official bunch of YouTubers to pull new players in, had something cool. It had a PvP tournament, which, while I am not the biggest fan of PvP, I can appreciate that other people do like it, and it's pretty cool to see high-tier players and what their compositions are and everything like that, what units they're choosing. I really like that, and I have to give a big thumbs up to the guys for doing that, because that's pretty cool. Alright, continuing on, there is a slew of anniversary presents from the broadcast. Grow eggs, 6,000 lapis, 600 skip tickets. These may or may not be correctly accurate, but this sounds about right. My voice is dying. 100 large recovery potions, 40 UR orbs, 40 UR fragments, 100 ovals of some quality, 20 keys for JP acquisition quests, all types of engraving, magic stones, 100, which I think is just super large, 1,000 of each and every kind of book for upgrading weapons, all dwarven mallets of 20, a billion gil, that could be accurate, I'm not sure. Gil is pretty free at this point, so let's say yeah. And a phantom bead for 4 UR visions. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Alright, getting into the news really quickly because there's a lot to go through. Final Fantasy X is going to be held Titus, Yuna, and Oren. Now, first of all, Titus is pretty cool because he is a free character. That is correct, you heard me. A UR collaboration character is going to be brand spanking free. That's right. I don't think that's how that expression goes, but I'm so excited I'm mixing them up. He is a character that basically you log into the event and you will get him for free. Interestingly enough, he does have some pretty cool abilities. First of all, being some time-related abilities. He has haste that he can cast on a party surrounding him, and he also has some CT cut abilities, so that is pretty awesome. Titus looks like he is going to be a kind of free version of Ramza. How powerful he is, we'll have to wait and be seen, but he is a Slash character, and LC exists, so I'm pretty excited about the fact that this is just a free character. I hope that this is going to be a trend going forward, that there's always going to be a free UR with every event. Obviously, I think that there is this goes towards something I was asking for earlier for free-to-play experience and new player experience, to get a little bit of a boost. And, you know, it all depends on how this is, but still, getting a full UR character that I assume will be, you know, a little bit less good than the paid ones, but still, that's pretty cool. And so if it's pretty easy to get his shards and everything, I'm pretty happy. This looks awesome to me. All right, continuing on. Yuna is also coming to the game, and Yuna has Val 4, one of my favorite summons from Final Fantasy X. And I'm really interested to see what the rest of her kit looks like, because it looks like it has animations for Val 4. It looks like they've done a lot, so it would be really cool if there's like a Bahamut or something in there. It should be noted there was no Bahamut announced tonight, but I feel like it's soon. Anyway, key abilities of note of Yuna's is the fact that she will have re-raise. Now, no idea whether this is going to be a single cast or not. It'll probably work similar to the mask that has come with the Halloween unit, and at this point, that seems fine. She also has Cure and some attack abilities. So, interestingly enough, I should go back for a second and just mention the fact that Titus has, of course, his primary job, and I do believe he has Paladin and Samurai as the sub-jobs. I think that'll be just really good as an attacker / support unit. And if LC is any indication, that's plenty fine. Continuing on, Yuna at this point, Titus is a water elemental. I'm just forgetting all kinds of stuff. Yuna is primarily a summoner-based job, meaning that this opens the door for characters such as Garnet and Rydia in the future, and I'm pretty excited about that because summoners are one of my favorite classes in Final Fantasy, so really happy to see that. Yuna is a light elemental character. Now, I think that they said that her second job was the messenger job, or Kotodama, which is Summer Ketone, / Gabby, / a whole bunch of other characters, so that bodes pretty well for Yuna being pretty darn strong. Also having good healing spells in her kit too. I'm pretty interested to see how Yuna will end up being and what her kit is going to look like, but summoners are looking like they're going to be on the future menu, so that's pretty cool. And last but not least, coming on the 24th, Yuna will be on the 14th, and Titus will be on the 14th, with Oren being on the 24th. Oren, our limited time Ice UR. That's right. Of course, there's always an Ice UR. Just because he has a Fire Tornado doesn't mean anything, right? Powerful Limit Burst. I do think that his sub-jobs were Fergulous, so he has Fists, and there was one other. I don't remember what it was off the top of my head, but either way, Oren is looking to be a very strong physical attacker. He has some barrier breakers, some dispel, some defense penetration, and I want to say that I remember seeing on the live stream he had an attack and magic break, which is kind of cool. I think that, of course, Oren has very good chance to be one of the strongest characters on this banner, much in the same way that Kain was. It should be noted that he is a great sword user, so just keep that in mind. There'll also be 2 vision cards, lower rarity and a higher rarity one. At this point, we don't know what they are going to be, but Unknown World and It's Wonderful. A couple of reused artworks, but hey, we'll see what the vision cards are before we poo-poo too much. And here's basically the schedule, as you can see, half of it being on the 14th, half of it being on the 24th, but it should be noted that this event the end period is the 31st. Now, I don't remember hearing on stream exactly what entails to the end. It could be that the event, the stages are like a total of 20 days, or potentially a little bit longer, but it could be that the entire event lasts till the end of the year. It could be that it will just be a character shard opportunity. But either way, that's good. I think in general that collaborations are getting a longer period of time. It means that you can potentially max these characters much easier, and it makes limited less investment. Continuing on, the logins will feature a whole bunch of rewards, but something to note, day 1 is Titus, and day 2 and 7 will be 40 character shards apiece for Titus, with day 5 and 10 mean 40 shards apiece for Yuna. So there you go, some free login stuff. potentially really good. In the collaboration challenge missions, there will also be a chance to get the weapon Brotherhood, which will be probably a good free sword. I assume that it's supposed to be like a new version of Excalibur. Either way, again, supporting that new player experience of giving them a good weapon to start with. It'll be interesting to see where it fits for long-term players, but cool. Like it. And continuing on into the collaboration event news, this will be, it looks like more of a regular style one with the story stages to begin with. You can see Yuna in there. There's also a one of the mechas from the series that you will fight. You'll also be able to get Yuna's Rod and Oren's Greatsword from this brand new event, EX Quest. So there you go. Get ready for that. And of course, Yuna will be a fight. She looks like she has a ton of status effects, so get ready for status effect hell. Continuing into the first year anniversary campaigns, well, there's a whole bunch of stuff to get through. First of all, a UR fixed frame for 10 days. That's right, you get 10 free URs, one a day, and you can potentially get more if you are lucky. Not a bad anniversary thing. 10 URs, okay. Also, an anniversary gift of 2,000 extra lapis will be distributed on the 14th for everybody who is on the JP side, so congratulations for that. Seasonal Vision card reprint. There will be a consecutive 10 summons featuring the Valentine's Day card and the New Year's Vision cards. The only one I want to know about is the Christmas card, the Christmas Frederica one, which is not available in the normal pool for JP players. I would very much like to see that card back. There will also be a first year anniversary vision card featuring this cool artwork. I really love the actual in-game ones so much more than the collaboration ones because they're just reused. But anyway, logging in during the period will give you this card. What does it do? Don't know yet, but we'll find out soon enough. Item drop and JP will be tripled for the foreseeable event. So till the end of the 30th, you will be able to get triple. So now's the time to start spending those 600 skip tickets and just get everything you could ever need. There will also be a full release of all the books and double drops as well. Hard Quest will be getting double dropped for a total of 10 to 11 days. So definitely want to go on that one. Guild and Friend Gift campaign will be getting upped, and Arena and Free Match campaign as well. So lots of campaigns, Chocobo campaigns, basically everything's getting a campaign. And now we get into the future updates, which is some of the most interesting stuff. Beginning with this, a brand new feature called EX Job Conversion. Basically, this could be kind of attributed to the 7-star, and this is brand new. I do believe that this will be coming in the near future. Some of the first characters to be seeing this upgrade looks like Riart, Biero, Mont, Rob, Titus, Yuna, Stern, and Old. All of these characters will be the first characters, and I assume that over the next little while we will see batches of characters getting these kind of upgrades. It'll be interesting to see exactly where, but if it's a character that you've already currently built and maxed, well then good news, they're probably going to have another way to make them even better so you can use them even more. And that is essentially what this is. This is essentially a fix to a lot of old jobs and classes that just really can't be that easily improved. So let's go through this really quickly. Release the upper limit of the job level. Release the ability boards and the correct status will allow you to do the EX job. So translating, basically you need to have all 3 jobs maxed to level 15. The unit has to be level 99, and also I do believe you need to release the ability board. I don't think you need to have every ability maxed, but let's put a pin in that for now. What this will do for the character is, first of all, it will open up the ability board to be extended even further, which will do a couple of things. First of all, it will give you extra stats for that character. It will improve old abilities and give brand new abilities. I think that this is really great because potentially for old tanks, this could allow them finally to have some hate generation that is TP based, not AP based, and that would make a world of difference. So this is pretty exciting in that sense. How to make the EX job? You're going to need basically certain materials, it looks like. I do believe some of these things will be available from shops, some of them will be available from farms, some of these will be available from potentially purchase. We'll have to wait and see, but there are 3 classes of stuff, and each of them you are going to need. Soul metals as well. Again, put a pin in this. This is something major, and this, I think, is a really, really big feature to the game. But in general right now, I don't know enough about it to make a call whether this is going to be massively influential or just something that's pretty cool and hopefully easy to do for players who have maxed these characters. Either way, it's pretty interesting that Titus and Yuna will be getting this. So this seems, if I'm correct, this will be starting on the 14th. Again, I'm super tired. We'll see what happens. Next up, big improvement to the game. In my opinion, definitely maybe not everybody's, but I'm going to say that this is a step forward. Unit fragments in barracks. You will be able to change over from job points to unit fragments. Basically, any character such as, let's say, let's go with Eldira, for example, or, you know, potentially Frederica, for example. You put the characters in there. Every 24 hours, you will basically get 2 shards. So what you are essentially, this update is essentially doing is it is doubling the number of shards you can get in for a character in a day. Now, as for a character such as Gilgamesh, you're only going to be getting 1 every 24 hours. It's not great, it's not perfect, but I do have to say that this is a potential way to speed up the free development of characters. So I don't really know if I can expect too terribly much, but you're essentially taking building a normal UR. If you bought 0 of the shard, if you just had your base, let's take, you got Sakura and only 1 copy of Sakura and you have 0 shards. You're essentially, with this update, you're going to be able to potentially remove the total number of days from 300 before down to 150 now. Not still incredible, but it does help, and I am going to be more on the positive side. I think this is a good thing. Next up, Guild Quest implementation. I really don't have a ton of details about this. New guild statue looks to pay out guild medals. I'll tell you more when I actually get to diddle around with it. Next up, Vision Card Awakening items added. This is a brand new type of item that you can use to awaken Vision Cards. I do believe that they are giving out 4 of these free when we get the update on the 14th. So this is pretty cool. This is essentially there's a lot of potential for this. If this really works the way that I'm reading it, that means that old vision cards or potentially limited vision cards, you could just upgrade automatically to the max. This might be incredibly valuable, and I'm really interested in it. And last but not least, you thought you were done, you thought it was over, but let me tell you, you were wrong. 3-star Esper Beasts are coming to the game. This will open, basically it's going to need a new type of material. It's going to need a lot more Magicite. Hopefully we're going to get a Magicite farming place soon, please. This will upgrade the Esper stats. This will probably upgrade the Esper damage, and it will upgrade the Esper ability board. So more stuff. At first, Ifrit, Behemoth, and Cactar are the ones to plan to get a 3-star. So congratulations to them, and my Ifrit is ready to go. So I'll tell you how that ends up going with the... Well, you know what? I want to check real quick. How many... I have 264 big ones. Let's see what happens when it comes out. There'll also be the roadmap for November with consecutive wins, the most expensive armor, home set screen. Oh, wait, sorry. That's to do with the present acquisition challenge. Sorry, that's completely different. My bad. But yeah, that was pretty much it for the announcements. I have to say that overall, I'm really happy. Now, for everyone who said, Umbra, wait a second, you made a series of videos about what you wanted to see improved, and this doesn't sound like a lot of it. I'm going to give them I'm going to be fair. I may be a little unfair in my demands sometimes. I may be, a little passionate about requesting that there is a lot of that I have a lot of stuff I want. But I do think that the anniversary hasn't even started yet. I want to see what all of these updates look like. It hasn't changed the fact that I do want, you know, essentially more stuff for the players and everything. It's just kind of a big question of whether or not some of the changes, such as farming and whatnot, drop rates and whatnot, are just generally improved over the long run. Now that we're getting a triple drop, that might be good enough. Maybe if it happens on a regular occurrence, I think that that could be okay. But either way, before I make all the judgments about how the anniversary is and what I think of the future of the game, the 1-year anniversary actually has to happen. So give me a little leeway on that. Or don't. It's up to you. But either way, Final Fantasy X is a major Final Fantasy title. It's not 7, it's not 9, it's not 8, but it is a fantastic Final Fantasy. It's great to see these 3 characters coming. I look forward to seeing a lot of the other Final Fantasy X characters in the future. And that's about it. So tell me, are you excited for the anniversary? Do you think, Globalers, that this was good, bad, or otherwise? I know you guys have to wait a little bit longer, but hey, this is a sneak preview at what's to come. Anyway, it's really late here. I'm done. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. See you next time.